Good evening. Oh my god, I gotta fucking fix that real quick. All right, there we go. Sorry, I was playing with Goat Catto yesterday on a drunk stream, and I was purposely making my mic louder. I don't need my viewers deaf. Um, so you're probably wondering why there is a GoFund pinned in the comment and in the description of the video, and I'm going to be a little bit serious here in the beginning before we get a little fun and stuff. Um, it's come to my attention a fellow friend, Given Ant, one of his friends and moderators, recently passed away due to complications and pneumonia at the early age of in his 20s. Um, and I just want to, let people know about the situation. Um, get some eyes on it. Uh, Bad Dog, also known as Bad Dog 24 on X, passed away on Sunday. And so this GoFund is to help pay for the funeral. I've donated some money as well, trying to help. If you don't have the money, share it. It helps. I want this to hopefully make this as easy as it can be for the families that have to deal with this. It's very upsetting. Especially being cut down in the prime of your life. It sucks. I know a lot of other streamers who know this mod, who were friends with him, are also going to be doing it. So I said I would link it, I would mention it, just to try to get the word out there. I know I'm not super popular, but if you got a few bucks to spare, um, you know, everyone would be more than thankful just for that. Um, so again, pretty serious stuff. I know I don't do that too often, but I thought it was worth a talk about to help try to get word and spread about the situation, um, to raise some money for a a good thing to help the parents deal with a nightmare situation, having one of your children die. Um, it's it's one of the things that parents fear most. Um, and it's as you can tell, I'm not very good at like explaining how fearful I personally would be over this. Anyways, we're here to play today legally distinct FTL Warhammer 40k game called Void War. I did not fix the volume. So I play tested it earlier just to see if it was worth it. And I can confirm this game definitely has some sorry. I am low on fucking sugar and there we go, cracking a Fago sugar-free. My brother brought this over because he is such a great brother. He got paid. He got given some extra cash today and went over and bought some stuff for me for streaming. Just some drinks and beverages that helped me with my caffeine issues. So that was nice of him. He should be in chat soon, unless because the thing with him is he always likes to be punctual. He's always on time. I guess I'm gonna have to text him. So if you see the mouse flying around on my screen, it is a little hand. That's pretty cool. I like that. me trying to message my brother, letting him know I'm live, because he is one of the few moderators that show up. I should probably get a few more. I know Lilith is another one, but I know she's got a full-time job now, so I don't expect her to show up, considering we also live in different time zones. So I played the tutorial. It doesn't seem too different from FTL, so we're gonna have some fun. There are a lot of commanders, which is, this game is way more war heavy, way more micromanagey in the war aspect than Stellaris, which is way more explorative, I would say. But very similar game mechanics, and you're gonna understand why I say legally distinct FTL Warhammer 40k game. Let's have a random name. Torver. As you can see, very, very similar aesthetic. So we got that going for it. I do think. Okay, yeah, there are variants. I have not had Fago Coal in a while, and god dang, that tastes different. Alright, so we have our commander, the Exile. We have our little Imperial Enforcers, a bolt cannon and storm cannon. As you can tell, this is very, very inspired by the Warhammer 40k universe. We don't have any module slots. I could rename the crew. Also, you will see that there are attack icons. This is the soldiers are a bit more RPG aesthetic, which is cool. I do like that. They have like equipment slots and everything. It adds on to making it its own thing, which is cool. So we're gonna have Papa Genak. Actually, you know what? No, we're just gonna have random names until. Uh-oh. Hold on. We're gonna have random names. Why did they... What? It won't reset the name of the character. Cool. We'll call him Dingus. We'll call him Dingus. That works. Alright. The God King has fallen. The Emperor is in despair. Brother fights against brother. As the ruinous cults sweep through the stars, the very fabric of reality trembles before the onslaught of demons, demonic swarms. Deep within the Imperial core worlds, one final hope exists: to rekindle the flames within the Vault of Souls. To the Empire, you are a blasphemer. To the cults, you are a heretic. Trust no one. Let none stop you from bringing the renegades of this forsaken realm to their destined annihilation. You're ready, you ship for subspace translation. Okay, cool. So, this is the command thing. I don't know what this is. I think this is like the actual ship's thruster, which is weird to put it on the front. This is my cockpit. Everything seems to be active. So, as you can see, you can put okay, so the cool feature about this is that there's a thing called the launch bay. You can put soldiers into the launch bay and then launch them at the enemy ship to then fight them. So you don't have to use a stupid fucking teleporter thing, which is nice. I like that. We're going to save these stations. Actually, wait, no. I want you over here. All right. We have a long way to get to the Stargate. You encounter a death cult hauler. It may be transporting valuable cargo. So we're going to use command mode. Immediately turn on both cannons. We're going to have you auto target the weapon system. You auto target the shields. And there we go. Let's hope nothing bad happens. All right, damage their guns. Storm cannon is missing a lot. We have been slowed. This is not looking favorable. All right, they've jammed our radar. They are not doing any damage to us. They just keep slowing us down. Bit insane. Energy spikes detected in the room. They plan to escape. All right. No, they are not escaping. Target everything to engines. That's what I thought. They go flying. Savage some scrap from the remains. Nice. Let us upgrade our reactor units. And our shields. Why does my phone keep turning on? What the fuck? Okay, so I guess it's only every 2. So it follows similar rules. Alright. I'll just warp to the listening station. You come across a hidden outpost of raider clans. Though it appears to be deserted long ago, there's still functioning signal relay from one of the antechambers. The relay utilizes an ancient and powerful technology capable of broadcasting messages at ranges far greater than conventional equipment. It is said certain raider clans use the technology for managing their networks and operatives across the galaxy. You have an opportunity to broadcast transmission. Pledge allegiance to the raider clans. Or move on. Pledge allegiance. You broadcast a transmission announcing your allegiance to whichever clan this relay belongs to. You set your transmission to loop continuously and move with your journey. Raider outlaw units appear more frequently, and rewards and merchants only one shrine may be active at a time. And we got a tactical shield. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, we can give these items Is he not able to equip shields? In a tool slot. Oh, they can't. They don't have a tool slot. All right. That's fine, I guess. All right, time to warp to... we're going to go to the unvisited node. You encounter a damaged Death Cult vessel, begins powering their weapons. All right. Just immediately start fucking blasting them. I just started blasting. started blasting. And then they died. Scrap metal munitions. Nice. Safe place to rest. Welcome, Nero. Brother Nero! Sorry, that's all I could think of. Damaged starship appears on your view screen. It belongs to the Cult of Blood. Suddenly, the commander notices you, immediately begins moving to attack. Well, that's not good. Let's just start firing respectively. Alright, broke their engine. They are thralls. Come on. Break them. Break the shields. I mean, they're not going to get away. They haven't done any damage to us, so it's not like we're in any danger. Thank God. Alright, let us upgrade our shields. And there we go. Now we have 2 shields. We are now more powerful than we were before. We warp. Blood Cult Starship. Like I said, this game is way more heavy in the war aspect. I haven't done a lot of raiding because I'm afraid to. And I don't really have expendable troops. You can get some pretty fucking massive amounts of soldiers, though, from what I've seen. Is there a fast forward button? Can I speed it up, please? Enemy ship weapons fell silent. Their resolve crumbling. Their commander contacts you, yielding to you might offer an unconditional surrender. They offer one of their supply containers in the cargo hold, and we would get a gene soldier. Suffocation weakness. Okay, so these guys really need air, or they will fucking die. Alright, accept their surrender. We now have an ugly creature in our ranks. A gene soldier named Cracker. Well, I can't just betray them. I can't just betray them. Damn. Alright, what are we gonna have this little guy do? What are you good at? Do you have any, like, traits? No? Just a gene soldier. I guess you can work on shields. I guess that's fine. Who am I to say no? Mercenary broker. Construct a machine slave. Scavenge munitions. You've scavenged a shipyard for corpses and managed to cobble together a functioning husk. Nice. Alright. Husk, you get to go over there and fucking work on that. You aren't expected to live. But you will. You will make it easier for, I guess... Oh, these are our sensors. That's our engines. Oh. Well, that makes sense. You revive in a system, small Imperial outpost refined under attack by a Corsair ship. Intervene. Wait, let us go and we'll split the proceeds. What do you say? No. Fine. We will let them go. Just do not shoot. No one has to get hurt here. And the Corsairs leave. They saw how big and massive I was. They saw how big I was. Cathedral Ward. A frozen corpse collides with one of your ship's antennas masts. Later discover the item caught the man. Okay, so what does that do? Enemy DPS cannot exceed 2. Alright, so I think a relic? And that goes in the equipment slot. Okay, so he moves slower, has more HP, but the enemy DPS cannot exceed 2. So now he is more tanky. Good. Excellent. Let's go to the merchant. We don't have a lot, but let's talk. The Bloodgate sinister relics from a forgotten age now serve the Arrowkine cults as means to summon a demonic legion to fulfill the dark desires. They stand as a testament to the terrifying power wielded by the cult of blood. All right, you got anything good? You got terror missiles. You got siege missiles. You got a lot of missiles. Huskrat conducts biomanical husks. I mean, we already get those from that. HP plus 10 HP to all death cultist units. Imperial units. Munitions, repair. We do not have money for anything, actually. We don't have shit. I kind of want to attack them. Why won't you let me attack them? They had nothing of use. I wish to smite them for wasting my time. Fine. Okay. You come across an abandoned comet. An abandoned comet. Mining operations. The former operators left behind a quantity of explosives. We got some fusion charges. What this does for me, I don't know. I did not mean to discard it. Well, guys, those charges are now in space. Looks like no one's getting them. You approach the Stargate. Desolate sector, techno-cult sector, desolate sector. Interesting. We're gonna go with the desolate. You arrive at one of the many protostar wastes interspersed across habitable space. Few colonies remain here, and those that do must remain ever vigilant against the roving bands and marauders that infest the region. Yep. I am one of them. Abandoned service station. We get integrity hull patches. That's great. Great. You encounter a vessel bearing the markings of the Cult of War. They open their comms channel. I will rend the flesh from your bones. Guys, I don't think they're friendly. They're also very fucking compact. Oh, they're skeletons. They're skeleton people. Well, that explains a lot. And they have flak cannons. That's worrying. Alright, I have to time these. Uh-oh. Damn. I have to fire it at the exact same time. There we go. Hammer it down. An encrypted transmission cuts through the static, revealing an enemy commander's face. They've reached their limit and opt to surrender. Fuck you. You get to die. You said you were going to rend the flesh from my bones. Okay. Welding torch. Alright. I'll take the welding torch. Can I has... There we go. Repair speed. Because I can't give this to anyone else. Hey, use that ability. Alright, cool. Take the shield again. Alright. To the listening station. You come across a hidden outpost from the Raider clans, though it appears to be deserted long ago. Okay. The relay you do. Okay. Pledge allegiance to the fucking Raiders. Listening station activated, and more scrap metal. A weapons dealer. Yes. Before you can go get your bearings, you come across an old supply ship. Crew contacts you wishing to sell some of their wares. Talk. Report circulates of ominous presence that leaves vessels filled with reanimated corpses in its wake. Be wary. You should also be wary. Because I'm about to destroy you. We are raiders after all. Uh-oh. Don't let them run away. Let them pay dearly for their negligence. Oh, we didn't get a lot from that. That sucks. Well, I guess we'll patch the hull up. Dang. Shipyards. Away we go. What the fuck? A mysterious howls seems to sound from all directions as you find yourself under attack by a demonically possessed warship. Oh. How nice. Break it. Break the warship, please. trying to repair itself. Don't let it do that. Break its weapons. The demon has been exorcised. Good. I guess we can go with another shield. Level 3 shields, baby. This is this is a little easy so far. Imperial Senate assists the purge. Imperial invasion fleet is visible in the distance. They appear to be burning down space colonies in the system. Attention, colonies of the Empire. Due to your carelessness, an evil taint has been allowed to spread amongst you. Let these cleansing flames be a lesson to us all. Assist. The Imperial crew members help modulate the comms to contact the invasion fleet. The Imperial Commodore supposes you to be a commissioned privateer and permits you to assist the cleansing. And we get a med drone. Nice. Don't know what that does. Heal all the allies in the target room. That could be useful. Let's go this way. I don't want any mercenaries. We've been scounging up with what we need. Construct another machine slave. Have him pilot the fucking oxygen. You can also carry this. Is that even a thing that needs to be manned? No, it doesn't. Okay, go man the fucking doors. I guess. That's cool. You can man the doors. There's a destroyed cultist vessel here. You are able to scavenge your weapon from the wreck. Nice. Minus 3 TPS on nearby enemy crew for 20 seconds on kill. Interesting. Equip it. I think it's a possessed ship. Nope, it's just a dead ship. It's a possessed scout with bone people. They're here for me again. Fire. Our shields are like really fucking powerful. Nice. Continue. You arrive at your destination in front of a damaged Imperial warship and immediately targets and locks onto your ship to open fire. Okay, buddy. Thought we were on the same side. I guess not. Kill them. Eviscerate them. That's what you get. Teleport caster nearby ally. Nope, I want the money. Give me the money. The smoldering remains of a merchant vessel drift across your viewport. Suddenly, starship emerges from the debris. Weapons charged. Dang. Okay. Is that ion? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's an ion weapon. No, don't let them leave. Kill them. Expose of them.
I thought they could run away. You don't get to run away.
Let us upgrade our engines. Because we fucking need it. Alright, 30% evasion. That's decent. That's good. Hidden research facility here. You cover some advanced technology. Module God King's Mantle. Sure. Select from 3 rewards instead of 2 when choosing rewards. Nice. Talk. Better have something good, or I'm gonna be real fucking upset. I'm gonna be real fucking sour with you. Plasma projector, welding torch, siege claw. A siege claw would be nice. A terror amplifier just fucking screams at them. That would be funny. Let's get a siege claw. Let's outfit one of my enforcers with it. He now has a cool claw. Dingus now has a claw. Good job, Dingus. I approach the Stargate. We're now going into an exclusion zone. Because why not go into the worst possible fucking areas that I could travel to? Why not do that?
Why not?
You arrive on the outskirts of the exclusion zone, a region of space demarcated by the Imperial Astrogation authorities as areas containing subspace anomalies and magnitudes greater than Class 4. The path ahead is long and treacherous, but those who come ready may find great rewards. Hold on a second. Sorry, I thought I was having a technical difficulty on my second monitor. It was acting up. I need to get a new one at some point. I just don't think it was built to last, like, this many years. That's probably why it was cheap. A major threat. Ooh. Ooh.
Intrigued I am.
Investigate. You deploy a boarding party on the ship, discover a number of supplies. Good. More money for me. Unvisited node. Let's go in. Your ship emerges inside one of the more turbulent regions of the exclusion zone. Waves of toxic miasma penetrate your shield hulls, ignoring the laws of physics. The essence seems to be emanating from a strange mass in the distance. Investigate it. A rotted fish-like monstrosity, roughly the size of a small spacecraft, appears to be collecting nearby corpses and attaching them to the mass. The rotted creature notices you, or your approach, and immediately begins devouring the corpse mass. You barely have a chance to react when the hostile vessel jumps in and targets lock to your ship. The vessel's commander proclaims, "The unclean shall be purged." Bro, I didn't even fucking do anything. What do you mean? Bro, I didn't even fucking do anything. Corrosive
Gas.
Guys, it's corrosive.
Gas.
It's penetrating. Get out of there. He is not doing too well. Alright, this time they got hit. Alright. We're gonna focus all fire on the shields. Come on! You can do it! Alright, we're gonna turn off the auto. And we're gonna charge up all weapons before we fire. They seem to be taking more damage than we are from the gas. So... fuck. Ooh, okay. Not an actual bad room. Vent the gas. Vent the...
Gas.
Yes, vent it. There we go. We definitely need better weapons. I think we're gonna win just because we're outmaneuvering them in the gas. The gas is severely fucking them.
This is good.
Alright. We need an all-fire cannon again. Charge up everything. And then fire all at once. I definitely need better weapons. Come on. Alright, well, he just killed one of the crew. That's a start. But can we kill two? There we go. But can we make it harder for them? I believe so. The commander's being gassed!
Gas. Gas.
Too much gas.
They're not getting through our shields. It's literally just the fucking gas hurting us at this point. We're being gassed! There we go. The rotted creature's nowhere to be found. Must have fled during the battle.
Damn.
Alright, I guess we're gonna go to the munitions factory then, if we're not gonna go to the shipyard. Because we definitely need better weapons. Unless we could find one. You arrive near a planetoid orbiting the outskirts of a large rift storm. Investigate. You descend into the planetoid's atmosphere and glide over the endless rocky plain. Thousands of infernal creatures are visible below. They seem to be fighting each other as if engaged in some sort of massive planetary war. A voice sounds from your console.
I am the master of this world, appointed by the Lord of Hatred himself. Serve me by annihilating the devious servants of Blood Prince, and I shall bestow upon you the gifts of wrath.
Alright. Ooh, a Ripper Fist. That's pretty cool. He gave me a fist that rips. There you go. There you go, Lucan. You get it. You get a Ripper Fist. Asteroid field. I don't want to go to an asteroid field. I'm going to decline that one. Intruders, demon-possessed starship emerges and flank your opener fires. Fuck. Okay. Alright, this is your time to shine, boys. Alright, everyone return to their stations. Target that, please. Alright, now we can put on full auto. It's a fleshling! Shit. Get in there and kill that thing. Fix that. Fucking hell. Use that on that. Come on. That's not as bad. He could probably repair that pretty quickly. Fucking hell. Come on! There we go. Alright. What does this do? Does this, like... Okay, helps grant visibility. We're gonna do that. We're gonna upgrade the doors. How do we repair the door? How do we repair the door? Whatever. Whatever. Oh, okay, they don't repair it. Okay, they do repair it. Never mind. Alright. Another fucking beast with 2 shields. Can't do the auto stuff. Time for the fucking slow engagement war. Again, off to another riveting start. Just gonna keep that targeted. I hate these. I really need better weapons. I really fucked myself. Alright. Boop. 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 Bop. Come on, baby! Alright, that's not that bad. Can always make another husk. Missile template, dark matter prism. Consumable self-teleport nearby ally. Template claymore missile. Ignores shields. Small chance of fire. Give me. Alright. It's time to add the new missile system. We must add a new missile system to our vehicle. Now, how do we do that? Do I have to fucking install a missile thing first? That would be upsetting. looks like that is to be the answer. Well then. Space habitat drifts in the midst of an incredible rift, untouched by the chaos energy of the rift. The lifeless interior has long been looted bare. You move on. Merchant! Ship drops back into real space in front of a small merchant caravan. One of your ships breaks off from the caravans and approaches you. They would like to do business. All right. Power glaive. Energy lance. Macro lance. Storm cannon. I don't have enough for any of these. I guess I'll sell this since I don't have the missile stuff for it. I can also sell this bolt cannon. I have more than enough. I could get a macro lance. Does a lot of hull damage. What about the energy lance? Ignore shield. That would be a lot more useful. Actually, wait, I don't have to sell that. I could just get energy lance. We'll use the energy lance on the shields. And that'll help with some of the issues. Powered up. Beautiful. You encounter a blood cult ship under attack by Imperial. Okay. Well, we're exiles, so attack the Imperial ship. Fuck them. They attacked me last time, so it's only fair. You target that. You target the husk dispenser, and you target the weapons. Damn, that's a nice weapon. That's where we slowly drain this man's life energy from him. Uh-oh. We're doing some decent shield damage, but we need to break that shit. Oh, we don't have any charges left. Well then. That's unfortunate. I did not read the fine print. That's not good. We are gonna have to warp the fuck out of there then. So as to detect an unidentified starship within the rift storms, you approach it. The storm seems to thin out. As soon as you see an old derelict ship, you notice there are a large congregation of otherworldly monstrosities upon the hull. They seem to engage in obscene ritual. Observe. You quietly continue to observe the gathering. Soon, more of the otherworldly beings materialize upon your ship. One of them dances grotesquely before gesturing at you with a flaming sword. Lock the vessel and capture it. You command the complete lockdown of your vessel. The demonic begins cackling and attempts to pass through the nearest door, only to be repelled by additional wardings reinforced by interior defenses. You force the desperate creature to yield to your summons and record its contract on psychomantic warfare. All right, cool. I now have a demon that I can throw at my enemies for funsies. Oh, I don't have a psionics. I don't have a psionic guy. Uh-oh. Corrosive gases. No, we're avoiding that. Tear back into real space. You are greeted by the possessed vessel. Suddenly turns its guns on you. That's not good. Alright, it's only got 2 shields. We're gonna fire everything on shields. Alright, that's good. Alright, Maelstrom subsides. And we got even more demons. Fire upon... Oh, shit. There. You start fixing that. You guys should not be all on auto. Worm things, these stinging worms. Striking worms. We just need to keep it at the lowest we can keep the shields. Fuck. No, we can't beat this. Shit. You discover a drifting hulk of a large space or starship. It looks as if it's been battered for decades by violent tides of subspace energy. A strange glow emits from within the hulk. Chaos armor. You search the hulk for determine the source of the glow. It's an ancient ornate casket, likely of the machine cult origin. Hums with arcane power. You open the casket to discover an unusual relic. The casket suddenly starts to come alive, and with power suddenly, you find the vaulted interior of the husk collapsing upon you. You retreat back to your ship, narrowly escape getting crushed. Cool. I now have cool armor. You arrive in orbit of a barren desert moon. The preliminary scan of the moon's surface reveals a series of geometric tunnel structures clustered around the South Pole, likely the remnants of some long lost. Okay, investigate it. You approach the tunnel structures, soon to learn that every single entrance is sealed. You have no way in, but continue looking around. You find a few abandoned supply containers, half buried. Okay. So we found some supplies. That's nice. What's this? This is basically a mix of FTL meets Warhammer 40k, and it's its own legal distinct IP, even though it uses terms like real space and chaos armor and various other things that could make it related to Warhammer 40k. So if you like Warhammer 40k and you like FTL, look at Void War. It's a lot more micromanagey. Like each of your actual units has like equipment slots that you micromanage as well. So for instance, I don't have a psychokinesis warrior, whatever the fuck. So I can't use the summon fiend ability that I have until I get a guy that does that. It's a bit more micromanaging, if anything. This is like the third sector I've visited, so we're still pretty early in. A rift storm periodically disrupts your sensor scans. You discover a Arakine vessel in the process of gathering subspace psych chem prosecure compounds. Attack them! Oh, they seem to be on fire. A rift storm masks your approach. The opening salvo triggers a second massive explosion. Oh, fuck. Alright, you guys need to, like, take care of these real quick. Alright. Boop. 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 So yeah, the fun thing about this is that there's a lot more physical, like, gunfights and physical combat compared to FTL. Raiding is a lot more, like, going onto ships and fighting is a more, like, common strategy, which is pretty neat. I think that's pretty cool. Great, another fucking possessed ship. And we have a hound on board. Suffocate it. Why isn't it dying? It's not dying from oxygen deprivation. This is not good. That's a problem. I also invested very poorly in my weapons. I thought this thing was infinite uses. No, it only gets so many charges, which is very annoying. Bop. 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 Your ship is under fire from a malformed cult vessel. Its crew is dead, yet the fiendish force allows it to continue functioning. We got funny bone men. The funny skeleton guys. The only 40k game I've ever played was Space Marines on Xbox 360. Oh. That's the only one you've played? I kind of feel bad. I mean, it's still an okay game, don't get me wrong. But it's like only playing that? I do feel kind of bad. Like, there's so many cool, like, tactical RPG, like, Warhammer 40k games. I definitely will be streaming, because it was announced that they're making the definitive edition to Dawn of War. So I'm probably going to stream the entirety of the campaign of the first Dawn of War games Definitive Edition. So you'll get to see, I guess, some other cool games in that, like, universe. If you want, of course. I don't force people to watch my shit. But hopefully, because they said they're doing like 64-bit modding capabilities, we might be able to get the Apocalypse mod to run on it, which would be really fucking cool because the Apocalypse mod expands on the entire game. All right, pressure suit or more scrap? Missile template, but we don't have a missile launcher. Or pressure suit. You know what? We're gonna do pressure suit, and then we're gonna give it to this guy. So our doorman is going to be able to go in his little funny pressure suit and fix the busted shit. This is a major threat, so we might die. That does look like a major threat. Have you played the newer Space Marine game? No, I haven't. Due to the fact that they did not properly, compact certain things, my computer had trouble fucking processing it in general, which sucks. Lifeless meat puppet flashes erratically on the view screen. Body fused with what is to be a command throne. It does not speak. Your power, your weapons to engage this monstrosity. All right, so this is a lot of cult members. They got some husks. They got a possessed enforcer. They got a lot of guns. This is not good. Oh no. They've deployed all guns. Uh-oh. I don't know what they're doing, but it's scary. I don't like it. They have shot a warp missile. Why is my Gene Soldier in there? They fucking pulled one of my guys into the... They summoned a fiend. The fiend is damaging my pods. Get the fiend out of there. Holy shit, they killed one of my husks. Guys, I think I'm boned! Yeah, no, they're just absorbing everything. And we can't escape. And they're just throwing ghouls. Yep, no, we lost. Back to the hangar. Did we unlock anything? Unlock by purchasing with resonance. The fuck is resonance? Oh, we do have resonance. Oh, okay. I can become a witch. I can unlock the witch. Which uses Mind Bolt. Casts a projectile that deals HP damage to hostile crew. Sure. I'm gonna be a witch this time. What does this come with? Imperial Magister. Rejuvenate. Casts a healing projectile. That'd be cool to have. And an Acolyte. Force shield. an area against hostile projectiles. That would be nice, too. We're gonna purchase it. We don't have enough. It's 5,000. Jesus Christ. All right, I guess I'm just gonna be a witch then. We got Kivan and Hickliv. Is this game hard to play? Not really. I just kind of bit off more than I could chew. Like I said, you go through, you get to the Stargate. Once you get to the Stargate, you pick a sector. It's not too difficult. Later, like, it does increase in difficulty later though. But I've seen people come up with pretty decent builds that can just fucking beat the game easy. Damaged Imperial vessel is idling near a jump point. As soon as it knows you, it primes its weapons and begins shooting. Of course. I did not even have my weapons on. How foolish of me. Just gonna start blasting. So then I started blasting. I do wish there was like a speed button. That'd speed up the battles. Because some of these earlier battles are just really easy. And you're not going to have that much problem with. Because they're underprepared, they're under-equipped. And they give you a decent starter weapon. Honestly, all you need is a spacebar and your mouse. Literally, you can just play the game with that. I fucked up because I decided to pick a fight with a bigger ship. Teehee. There's an Imperial Shrine here. You arrive at the old Imperial Shrine. Its structure is worn, but its solemn presence commands respect. And pledge yourself to the Imperial cult. Sure. You swear fealty and devotion to the Imperial cult. A radiant warmth floods your veins, like an embrace of the sun itself, igniting your faith with renewed strength. Nice. Techno cult vessel idles near the jump point. It's a crew of machine priests. Makes contact with you and asks you to escort them to the nearby penal colony. Apparently they have business with one of the prisoners there. Sure. You agree to escort them. The coordinates have been added to your map. Alright, so we gotta go over here. You are transiting close to a backwater orbital colony when a artillery shot smashes into your hull. That's not nice. The shot originated from the colony's defense crews. Contact them. The Colonel Governor offers his apologies. According to him, raiders have been regularly attacking the colony and carrying off with supplies. You arrive, unfortunately, conceded with the next expected raider attack. The Governor requests your aid for defending the colony. Sure. And it's a Corsair destroyer. A band of raider ships emerge from subspace, and we challenge them to a duel. I'm going to kick your ass. Because of you, they shot my ship. It's your fault. I'm gonna have to do horrible things to you. I'm gonna have to do mean things to you. If the shield stops regenerating. And if the guns stop missing. If the gun stops missing, that would be great. There we go. We damaged the shield. And the weapons. They can't fight back. Now let's repeatedly barrage them. And you missed again. And why? Why? There we go. 2 hits on the shield. Come on, baby. Let's go. Bomb their shit. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Yeah! The destruction of their flagship has scattered the remnants of the Raider band. Unfortunately, stray weapon fire from engagements has wrought havoc upon the orbital Hab colony. There's little more you can do but move on. They don't even fucking reward me? What assholes? You committed a war crime? No, I did not. Those were pirates. Those, my friend, were pirates. You know, bad people. We did the right thing. Disruptor, number of shots 1, charge time 9, ion damage 1, required power 1. That is not bad. Storm cannon. We already have one, but I can basically just upgrade the storm cannon, or the fucking current bolt cannon, to a storm cannon. Takes more charge time, but shoots more shots. Charges per jump too. God. Or I can do the sneaky and get a disruptor, which does ion damage, which like shuts down weapon, like it shuts down energy systems on the target that you shoot. I could see that being very useful. A magma gun, that sounds so cool. Alright, buy the disruptor, buy an assault rifle, equip the assault rifle to one of the plebs. Do we have enough energy for a weapon upgrade? We do not. That is fine. We'll get it on the next area. You encounter an Arakai choir ship. These vessels carry within them a chorus of countless initiates singing litanies in praise of the Lord of Blood. The dark energies conjured by this ritual are one ways the cult spreads its influence. Investigate. You approach the as you approach, you begin to hear the chanting of all the initiates aboard the cultist vessel. Suddenly, the voices vanish. The cultist vessel has been possessed by the infernal will. It turns towards you and attacks. That's not good. That's not good at all. The ship became possessed. I don't like that. And we're going to start getting hit with fucking anomalous surges, which are not going to be good. Okay, that's not too bad. We can fix that. Thankfully, this isn't a later one, or we'd be having more issues. Because once they start getting more shields, it becomes way more difficult. Alright, we got enough scrap metal. We can now upgrade our weapon systems. We'll upgrade our power systems. What is all of our fucking... Do we still not have... Oh. I think it's because of the fucking warp. No, it's because we just don't have enough reactors. Okay, then. You arrive in a system at a short distance away from the penal colony, the techno-priests trailing behind. You bristle with anticipation. Having nearly reached their destination, take heed, Commander. Our cognition engines have calculated a high probability of danger. And now we have 2 fires and an Imperial strike craft has shown up out of nowhere. Great. Just fucking fantastic. Nothing more great than just someone showing up right before, you know, you're about to finish a quest, being like, no, you can't do that. What do you mean? You can't do that. Why not? Because I said so. That doesn't seem like a good reason. Doesn't seem like a good reason at all. Fuck you! And then they just start shooting. And now fucking Jiminy apparently heard my voice and thought I was talking to it. And was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Or Gemini, whatever the fuck it's called. Stop it. So I'm trying to voice activate. It's really trying. This is why I hate AI. It doesn't listen. It doesn't know its fucking place. Yeah! Blow it up. Ferroplasm vest and scrap or a plasma weapon. I'm gonna go with the thing. You contact the Techno Priest and to confirm their status. Their overseer reports the ship has suffered moderate damage, but fortunately nobody was injured during the attack. You arrive at the penal colony without further incident. The Techno Priests are grateful for your service and offer a set of servo husks as payment. Damn it! I don't want servo husks. That's not what I want. What the fuck? I've been duped. How legally distinct are we talking? I mean, there's groups called Techno Priests. The space is called Real Space. We have imperial cults. It's pretty legally distinct enough for it to get by, I'll say. In the distance, a starship bearing the Imperial heraldry performs a killing blow on a cultist vessel. The cult ship explodes in a furious conflagration. I do know 40K, but how different is the FTL? They added RPG mechanics and like toolkits to each of the soldiers, and you can have a vast amount. There is a lot more reason to onboard fight on a ship than, I guess, in FTL. I guess I can show what I mean. Warhammer sounds like a nice place to live in. It really is. All right, so we're going to grab these guys. We're going to put them in the pod. Load the crew, and we're going to launch them. Oh, wait, we have to take down the shields. Then we can launch them. Right? What the fuck? Set entry point. Oh. So you actually have HP, there's damage modifiers and shit. There's a lot more to it. The crew has been killed. You search the remains and find some useful items. Nice. We gotta wait 7 seconds to recall my guys back. So you can actually, you know, board ships, take them out and shit. You want to fit, you can fit your crew and all that. It's pretty cool. All right. Upgrade. Turn on the disruptor. It's time to start disrupting their energy fields. Okay, we want to construct another machine slave. You get to fucking work on shields. Congratulations. Munitions ordnance expert. I don't know if we'll have enough. Oh, look, more enemies. A raider vessel is passing through the region. As soon as you make a visual contact, they power up their weapons and open fire. They appear to be carrying some cargo. Yeah? How about we disrupt their weapon systems and send in the boys? I mean, there were reasons to use onboarding an FTL, but after like 2 runs, you pretty much get the gist. Yeah, this one's a little bit more like intense because like there are more kinds of characters. There are different classes to each faction. They're not just like a singular race of character. Is what I guess I'm saying. Launch him in. Kill the Corsairs. Okay, with the enemy cruise ship eliminated, you waste no time retrieving the vaults on board their ship. Gotten a soul shield. Good old Warhammer racism. Everybody likes a little bit of Warhammer racism, alright? Everyone likes it. Alright, don't deny it. We all like it a little bit. Alright, let's give him... He can't equip the shield. Because it's a fucking defensive tool. It's technically a tool. I guess Semiket 3 can hold it. He now has better defense. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna go check the munitions store. We're gonna see how expensive their stuff is. Hardening casing, Meditech boosters. No. Missile Bay. Warhammer racism? What's that? An auto surgeon? That would be useful. A missile bay would be nice. Fuck it. Oh, we actually get to choose the room. Okay, that's something FTL doesn't allow you to do. We're gonna make it this little off spot right here that's super fucking inconvenient. Because it's funny. Because funny. We can we have... Oh, wait, we get a free missile. Gladius missiles. Heavy disruptor, ion damage, ignore shield. We want ignore shield. Terror missile. Stuns crew, target room adjacent. Inflicts minor crew damage. Heavy disruptor missile would probably be better because it does ion damage. And ignore shield, so we're gonna trade that for this. This just means now we need another husk. Guys, we need another husk to man the systems. Frozen corpse collides with one of your ship's antennas. Mass. Later, you discover it's a weapon. It's a power claw. You get to be the owner of a power claw. I hope that it makes you appreciative. Let's go to the abstract wound. I don't know what this is. You come across a subspace rupture of unprecedented magnitude. It bleeds distortion across the fabric of space-time. Within the rupture lies a promise of unseen terrors and crueler fates. Let's approach it. As you approach the rupture, your sensors begin issuing a warning alert. A hostile entity has been detected. Your view screen flickers to life. One step forward, and the stars will hate you for what you've become. And he is a pit lord. Who's very slow, cannot man, repair, or extinguish. He's a demon commander. He can summon 2 skeletons into a target room. That is problematic. So let's just start charging things and just really just giving him the business. Uh-oh. He summoned skeletons. Oh, it's okay. He's got the fucking gun. He's got the gun. We're all fine. He's got the assault rifle. He can't do anything to hurt us. He's weak. He can't destroy, and he summoned more. Good thing this man has a power claw. Wait, no, this guy was the guy with the power claw, I think. Whatever. You get it. Increase... The thing that stood watch dies without ceremony, as if the moment had already been decided. Ahead, the subspace rupture awaits. So we can increase the game difficulty and pass through the rupture, or we can stay on course. My mama said about things about not going into strange holes you might not be able to come out of. And I think we can do that a different playthrough. Right now, I just want to live. Mama told me about stuff like that. Mercenary broker, equipment, unvisited node. We don't have reactive armament production. Has no use. To the Stargate. We got a fight? Nope. Alright. So we can go to a war zone or a shrine world. Shrine world, war zone. Shrine world, war zone. A war zone would be nice. It's gonna get us a lot of scrap. Your ship emerges with in the boundaries of Imperial Vassal Sector, while honestly one of the more civilized regions of space. The fall of the God King has thrown large swaths of Imperial society into disarray. That's not good. Also, now we have the Heavy Disruptor Missile ready to use whenever I see fit. Let's go to the Imperial Shrine. You encounter Imperial vessel. Judging by the scorch marks on the hull, appears to have taken some damage. Before the further assess the situation, the vessel arms its weapons and starts firing. Well, they only have themselves to blame now. I tried to be the good guy, and all you did was piss me off. Now look at you, you're dead. Drain strength. What is this? It's a psychic ability. There's also a hull ripper. Okay. That would be nice. It'd be better than the bolt cannon because it actually, well, it does damage to systemless rooms better. Hull damage per shot, 1. Takes longer to charge. Cast reduced DPS. And plus 15 scrap metal. Drain would be nice. No, we're gonna go with the Hull Ripper. If we just, like, arm that. That's cool. Whatever. To the Imperial Shrine! You've arrived at an old Imperial Shrine. The structure's warm, but its solemn presence commands respect. Pledge ourselves to it once again. Yes. The Comety ice mining operation is emitting a distress signal. Investigate. The Imperial patrol ship arrives. They accuse you of sabotaging a mining operation and open fire. Okay. All right, asshole. That's the way you want to play this. Fine. Well, let me tell you this. You're gonna be sorry. You're gonna be real upset. What I'm about to do to your butthole. I'm about to leave it gaping. Uh-oh. Kill him! Don't let him get away! Doesn't look like Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. I already told you I don't know how to fucking get the emulator to work. Jesus. I made this clear. You'll get it as soon as I fucking figure it out. I'm not the brightest bulb. It's not like I'm not trying. I figured out how to get the... I figured out the downloads. I got the fucking... what's the file called? The RAP file. I need the PKG file. And then I need the system game. The issue is the PKG file is difficult to find. You have to know people who have the PKG file. I'm gonna bend you over and spit in your butthole. Well, you know... You return to the distress signal, discover the miners were abducted by passing technocult harvester ship. That's unfortunate. I mean, what am I supposed to argue with? He just threatened to spit in my butthole. What am I supposed to do about it? I really can't do anything. Alright. Remove the bolt cannon. Replace with the hull ripper. Way better weapon. Way better weapon. Much more useful. We turned it on. We can't turn it on because apparently one of the fucking... we don't have enough in the weapons manufacturing department. Fuck. Get it done. I'm trying. You have to... I don't care how many tortas you have to pound. Get that PKG file. Jesus Christ. I can ask Gilded. He probably would know the sites better. He'd probably know where to go. Unvisited. Let's go to the mechanic and sell the fucking blast thing. Trade. Sell. You guys have nothing I really want. We still cannot upgrade. We can do that, though. Look, level 2 shields! Too bad we still can't use the hull ripper. I mean, we could turn this off. Actually, no, we can't. Because that's its own separate system. Fuck! We'd have to turn off the disruptor to use the hull ripper. But the hull ripper's actually useful. Or the disruptor's useful. We need more scrap. You're hailed by a decrepit vessel. They offer you payment to help them deliver a shipment of life-saving medicine to a distant hab colony. Sure. And they gave us antidote. Cool. The one thing you should never do is pay up front. Because then I might not care. Then I might just leave them to die. I mean, what's to stop me from doing that? As your ship completes the re-entry into real space, a warning light flashes on your control, indicating the presence of a nearby vessel. Its shape suggests that it belongs to the cult of blood. It's a phallic shape, definitely the cult. How do you know? It's a big, throbbing, veiny member.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Uh-oh. Okay, it's just a gas. It's just gas. We're fine, everyone. I was worried there for a second that it would be something worse. They just kind of farted in our ship, and I opened the window. Alright, that's not cool. Now that's not cool. They just Dutch ovened my guy. Accept their surrender. They Dutch ovened my guy, but I'm gonna let him off with a warning. I'm letting him off with a warning. Don't Dutch oven me or my men ever again if you want to live. How dare you use your BRAP missiles to fucking penetrate my vessel. Okay, we want to fucking destroy the stuff inside because it's got a cargo vault. Load in the crew. Check Discord DMs. I swear to God, if it's gay black porn, I'm gonna be real upset. Okay, that isn't that isn't what I thought it was. Thank fuck. All right, after this stream, I'm gonna fucking tamper with it and try to get it to work. Thank fuck. I just thought it was gonna be gay black porn, honestly. Honestly, it's what I expect. Good boy. Gonna do that. All right, we got the module Desecrated Shrine. To all demonic units. No, fuck that. That's not good. That's not useful. Little did Evan realize his fucking ship is being broken, and he's about to lose 2 men for his really stupid fucking. So guys, we did it. I managed to fucking lose 2 men because I was greedy. Well, now we need mercenary replacements. Now I'm a bit upset. That was that merchant shaman. Not worth it. Alright, I guess we're making another fucking machine slave. Alright, buddy. You get to control that part of the ship. This totally won't go horribly, horribly wrong. And now that I have to fucking engage in battles without any units that are effective in combat. Hold on a second. There we go. Fixing things. You arrive at a delivery destination in Imperial Orbital Hab Colony. Suddenly, you are asked to, and you are intercepted by a local system defense patrol vessel. They ask you if you have any cargo to declare before they inspect. Declare medication. We've become aware of cases where death cultists have been approaching passing ships to spread their blight under the guise of delivering medication. Submit your cargo for inspection. All right. The contents of the vials indeed turn out to be death cult mutagenic agents. You have done the right and yield us this deadly cargo. Its destruction represents saving nearly 800 million souls. Nevertheless, we cannot allow you to dock at the colony as we cannot trust you any further. Oh. Bruh. You arrive in the Inn system and immediately find yourself in the middle of a massive Corsair fleet action. They are performing a raid on an Imperial starship manufacturing complex, and you are caught in the middle of it. Several Imperial ships have already emerged from the complex, ready to fight off the Corsair fleet. You only have a few moments before someone notices you. Defend the Imperial complex. Fucking bomb their shit. Disrupt their shields. Disrupt the shields. Show them who's boss. They've powered down our shields as well. They're very smart people. Very intelligent individuals, I will say. But not smart enough. We got some scrap. We're gonna attack the larger Corsair vessel. Fucking hit their shields. You hit that. Hurry up, Disruptor. I need you to start stunning their fucking... Hold on. Bam. Alright, that's gonna slow that down. They're sending in men. They're sending in men! They killed my servitor! These fuckers! Fuck you! Mind blast! You piece of shit. Give me an engineer. What do they do? Poison resistance, suffocation resistance, repair speed. Yes, give me the fucking engineer. A heavy disruptor. Power required 2. Okay, so it's a better disruptor than what we currently have. Alright. Fuck. I guess... Where would you be good? I guess take this antidote. Put that in the cargo for now. There we go. You can run shields. More energy. Because we're going to replace that with the better disruptor eventually. Possess warship locks onto your vessel. Once an Imperial warship, it has mutated beyond recognition. And we don't want that. Doesn't seem to have much fight, so good for me. All right, we need more weapons bay upgrades. Warp. Stargate. Alright. Forge Enclave or Blood Cult Sector? More war zones! Yay! You drop back into real space, arriving in the sector controlled by the Cult of Blood, known as for their vast knowledge of forbidden sorceries. Alongside the usual predilections for torture, the followers of Blood God are not to be trifled with. Oh. Oh. You enter real space, instantly find yourself taking fire from the possessed ship. Quick scan shows the command throne is unmanned. Some diabolical entity must corrupt the ship. Alright, so I'm gonna try something very risky. My engineer can get in. I'm going to launch him in there. 68 metal scrap, based. Fucking start blasting their shit. "15 seconds and we'll be able to pull them out." Oh, I could just click recall crew button? I didn't know that. Now I'm a little annoyed. Well, at least now I know that for future stuff, I guess. Blow 'em up. Alright, so now we have a spare. Now, we're gonna load out disruptor for the heavy disruptor. Oh yeah. Pop that boy on. Improve our fucking improve our engines. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Sorry, I had to do something behind the scenes. Behind the scenes live. Always doing things. Cause I be Evan do things. A gore shrine. I don't like the sound of that. I think we're gonna skip that one. You gotta be kidding me. I want it. I want it. More scrap. Recall. Thank fuck. Alright, disruptor missile on the fucking guns immediately. Come on. Why aren't you autoing? You should be autoing, you silly Billy. You should be autoing, you silly Billy. Should be autoing, you silly Billy. You're going to die from asphyxiation. You don't want that. That's be horrible. Alright, autopilot at max. So I can actually start having my guy fucking do shit around the ship. Unvisited transport vessel detected. I don't like that. You encounter a technocult vessel running a supply mission. They take you for a pirate and immediately open fire. Again, rude, unfair, rude and unfair. How dare they? I mean, now I'm gonna be a pirate and raid your shit. I wasn't planning on it. But it's like, you leave me no choice. Like, what the hell, man? You did this to yourself. It's time to send in the commander. Wreck their shit. I forgot my commander is not as powerful. Oops. Oops. Guys, they broke the sensors. That's pretty bad. They've disabled their guns. I guess we could do the same. How do you like them apples? Come on. Enemy vessel started. No, no, no. You're not fucking jumping. Oh, hell no. You started this shit. Where the fuck you think you're going? You think you're leaving? No, no, no. I don't think so. I think you're dying. Because fuck you. Power Glaive Survivor Husk. Give me the husk. Alright, you can go fucking man the doors. High temperatures. Not dealing with that. Not dealing with it. You're under attack from a death cult vessel. They appear to have been damaged from a prior incident. Good. Fucking rip their shit to shreds, boyo. Hit them with the mind bolt. Boom. They gassed us again. Those assholes. Gas. Gas. They keep gassing us. It's not nice. I'll be real upsetting. Kinda mean. Not gonna lie. Kinda rude. You arrive at the aftermath of death cult invasion. Dilapidated space colonies fill your viewpoint, ravaged by the predation of the Gorothian cults. Investigate the colony. And we get toxic gas. And to make matters worse, it was all a trap. We got fucking gassed, boys. Who could have fucking predicted that? Not me. Fucking blast their shit. We lost a server. Losing our eyes and ears and everything in between. We are fucking them up pretty bad, but we took a shit ton from that. What now? They keep getting added. Sorry, Akumu just messaged me. So what you been up to, question mark? I'm this, like, streaming Void War. You can see that I'm streaming. Fuck. You encounter damaged blood cult worship. They refuse to all hails and immediately target your vessel. Great. Fucking neato. Fucking blast that shit, boy. Fucking use the mind bolt. Blast their brains. Boom. Oh, that just fucking kills the husks. Like, it was nothing. Damn, man. That's some powerful shit. Alright, to the shipyard. I really need more fucking, 10 hull points isn't gonna fucking cut it. Construct a machine slave. We need the machine slaves. We need a lot. We need to man this so our fucking missiles arm faster. Infernal energy detected. Yay, demons! I fucking love that. You take fire from an unidentified ship. You know, strange energies. Okay. Yeah. Do that. Blast him. Fucking use the disruptor on that. Have you disrupt his guns. We're gonna take the fucking engineer, load him up in the ship, break the cargo case, so we can get that good shit. Alright, we got a retributor. Recall our crew. Hold him back. We now have a fucking broken ship part. Go send him to fix that. Alright, everyone go back to what you were doing. Fucking sap his brain. They breached another hull. Very annoying. Why aren't you auto-firing? You stupid shit. Kill them all! That's, give me the survivor, please. And, start fixing that issue. Pretty please. We're being attacked by a Mr. Bones. We can't airlock him. This is not good. All right. And they killed one of the engineers. Great. Fucking, I just lost the engineer I just gained. All right. Nice. Nice. Fucking nice. Fucking great. Fabulous. Why is the oxygen broke? Fucking fix that shit. Bro! Why is the fucking oxygen broke, man? An ion pulse! What? This is just not my run, it seems. Alright, we got a bunch of husks. Raider vessel passing through. It just seems to be a bunch of husks. And they got some cargo. Great. Perfect. We're going to use a mind bolt. Right on that. Kill them. We're sending in the leader. You are getting raided. Your hole has been entered. And we lost our commander, and I died. Fuck! No, I don't want to restart from this. I want to see, like... Where's the fucking... Main menu. New game. I can't get the mute yet. I guess we're continuing with that. Fine then. We got some munitions. Next one. Run to a chromic warship. It fires without delay. I shall revel in your defeat. Alright. I should be using the Mind Bolt a lot more. Because it just fucking deals 15 damage to everyone in said room. It is very useful. It is, in fact, quite powerful. Because then I can just eviscerate the minds of my enemies. Their minds blow up. Very powerful. Some would say a little too powerful, and I say not powerful enough. I say more power. More of it, please. I love the power. Everyone screams in terror. Oh my god, he's got so much power. Now flop my big fat ass dick on their forehead. Because they can't do shit about it. What they gonna do? Tell me to stop? Do you think I'm gonna? That's like some evil shit I just said. That's some pretty fucked up, twisted shit I just said there. Mind bolt! Blam! Oh, I didn't kill enough of them. That's upsetting. Oh fuck, they got mind bolt people too. But it's not pure damage, so they're weaker. Yes. We now have a level 2 shield. Good. To the merchant shop. And we're going to kill all of you. You're probably wondering why. I really need more money. And you just are in the way. You are sadly just in the way. We can't have that here. Your death will fuel my prosperity. That's a good thing. die in a horrible inferno. They really think they're gonna get away. They really thought they were gonna run away. I don't think so. Activate the backup. Okay, you were not able to defeat the security protocols before you ran out. You may attempt to disable the security systems again, but you'll need additional time. Fuck. Well, it's a good thing I don't have any missile launcher stuff. That made me really upset. Chaotic Rift. Teleport all crew and target room to a random room of the opposing ship. Okay. That's some nifty doodado. A new psionic power that I could get on with. Give me a husk. Go into the merchant. Nothing but asteroids. How unfortunate. I finally found you. The throne will reward me greatly for killing you. How about a mind blast? Blam! I missed. Alright, well, how about I teleport you into a room of my choice? Wait, why didn't it work? Oh, there we go. Kill this bitch! Hey, Akumu. I don't know if you've played FTL before, but this is basically FTL but Warhammer 40k. And way more combat-oriented than explorative-oriented. Now we're just gonna fire all guns on the commander ship. Actually, we're gonna suck this guy into my ship. And now, he can't leave. Mind blast! And I'm going to take his... I'm gonna take his husk. His husk is now mine. Yeah, there's way more fucking in-depth combat stuff in this one, which I like. More than base FTL. Because, like, you have your groups, but then, like, you have your like, subclasses. Like, see, look, Blood Witch. It's a blood cultist. They have nothing but blood witches. That is very disappointing. Noxious Blast. No. Fireball. Transfusion. Fireball might be cool. Does it go through shields? It does. 20 buckaroos. Alright. Can I unequip this? Yes. Forget the... Okay. That just makes me lose it. Nice. Nice! I get nothing. Fuck it. Get rid of the bolt cannon. That's like 10 bucks. That's enough for fireball. Give me the fireball. Confirm. Now I know fireball and mind bolt. And all I had to do was sell one of my guns on my ship. This won't terribly backfire. Blood Cult starship drifts into view. Weapons armed happens to be paired to transporting some cargo. Interesting. I think I'm gonna first mind bolt that room. Then I'm gonna fireball this room. Then I'm going to use the storm to start blasting their shields, and then I'm gonna load my leader into the pod and take that treasure. It's mine now. And I got an Imperial Acolyte. Fucking based. Alright, Imperial Acolyte. What does the Imperial Acolyte do? Force shield in selected area. Okay, you will be great. Okay, wait, what are you? Fire resistance. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so we got a fucking decent psyker. Oh, you think you're leaving? Oh, you're gonna run away? I don't think so. Damage their engines. Put a fire in it. Now they're too distracted and they will die. Death. Death and doom. Okay, so he creates a force field. Or some shit. So he goes in, he creates a force field. Okay, you know what? You would be better as a shield commander, because then he can defend the shields. The shields will take longer to recharge, but the shields won't be able to be targeted by like subsystem weapons. Steal from the haulers. Yes. We got Soulstorm. Don't know what that is. Cast 3 projectiles that each deal 1 damage to target ship. Actually, I have a Psyker. No, because Force Shield. We'll keep it. We'll probably fucking sell it. You overhear conversation while docked at the trading outpost. We will hit the Imperials hard, so they will never bother us again. Consult the crew before raiding the station. As a member of your crew, you're familiar with the layout of the Imperial supply stations. Armed with this knowledge, you formulate a plan to raid the station. We now have a purifactor, which just creates toxic gas and scrap metal. Nice. Engines and reactor power. All right. Take us to the Stargate. So we can go to an Imperial Shrine World, Death Cult sector. In fact, we're going to Death Cult. We're going to the war zone. We need to get some more kills. Arrive at the sector besieged by Cult of Death. Once hidden within the apothecaries and the meta-guilds of Imperial Society, these craven individuals have shed all pretense, now openly proclaim their allegiance to the Death God. Sounds like a bunch of losers. Now, would a mercenary broker or bone shrine? Missile-based systems, modules, missile templates. We're gonna go to that. We're gonna go to the missile template selling area. You were hailed by a decrepit vessel. They offer a payment to help them deliver a shipment of life-saving medicine. Sure. We know what's in there. We've gotten this before. They're trying to trick me again. They're trying to trick me. I'm onto their ploy. I know what they're putting down, what I'm picking up, what they're putting down, what I'm picking up and putting down again. You encounter a damaged cult vessel, they begin powering their weapons. Bad move. We're gonna throw a fireball into their fucking sensor room because it'll be funny. Then we're gonna mind blast them. Kill the ghoul. I'm like, what are they gonna do? Complain about it? They can't do much. There's a bunch of toxic gas in their room. They can't stop me. I've sprayed my toxic gas. You won't be able to escape it. Alright, what do you got? Missile Bay, Terror Amplifier, Auto Surgeon. Auto Surgeon would be nice. Modules. These aren't all that good. I mean, at least can sell that for 30 scrap. Alright, we're gonna get the terror amplifier. Because, you know, that sounds wicked cool. We're gonna terror blast that. What that does, I don't know. They're now stunned. Excellent. Mind blast them. Alright, that didn't do enough. That's fine. Fireball their cannon. Start activating the shield. Fucking start gassing them. You get in the fucking pod. Are you winning, son? Not a lot, but I'm kind of winning. All right, that's not good. Just gonna fucking mind blast them. Turn off the guns. They surrender. No. You're going to all die in your ship. I'm going to keep mind blasting you. I'm going to gas you. Again. And miss. Again. Damn it. You will be mind blasted. Okay, that's rude. Get in there. 47 scrap metal ammunitions. And we got even more scrap metal for taking them out without blowing up the ship. It's all about the right time and the right place. And the right place is my head between her thighs. Nothing unusual happened. You continue making your way. Okay, well, to the shipyard. Abandoned shipyard floats. Appears to be a safe place to rest. Construct another husk. I don't know what he will do, but he will serve us well. More husks. More. Oh, I guess we're gonna miss the quest, but it's okay. We know they're death cultists. The encounter remains a starship. It's a structure you almost completely been replaced by metalvorous organisms. You move on. How unfortunate. Death cult vessel drifts into center range. The ship shows signs of damage. Does not seem to diminish its belligerence. Well, funny you say that. I'm gonna start gassing your rooms. Use the terror blast. Blam! Alright, you guys are just not gonna move that. So I'm just gonna do this. You now have gas and fire in your room. You don't know what to do. You panic. I now have gassed your systems. You have been gassed.
Yes.
Metadrone would be nice, but The repair tool, even better. You get to be the repairing bitch boy. I hope you enjoy that. You receive a message from an orbital station. Its commandant informs you that rebels on the planet below are staging a surface-to-orbit attack. The commandant is determined to avert disaster and wishes to execute preemptive strike before they are attacked. Okay. You launch an orbital bombardment against the target supplied by the outpost and successfully destroy the rebel surface-to-orbit batteries. Unfortunately, one of them has managed to fire a shot before destroyed. Block the artillery with my ship. You move and interpose yourself between the station and the incoming artillery shot. Fortunately, the shot misses both you and the ship and the orbital station. The outpost commander thanks you for your assistance, and we get some scrap. Nice. I would like better engines, please. More evasion. I would like to be like a white woman who can't take accountability. And they have stuff. They have stuff on board, and I want that stuff. And they fucking avoid it. This is very irritating. You two, get in there. Show them what happens when they fuck with us. We got a tactical exoskeleton, fortress shield, and munitions. This is what happens when you fuck with the wrong people. Me and the boys come in and fuck your shit up. I get in there and I rearrange them guts. No, we want that on our witch. She definitely needs that way more. You also get a funny little shield. Isn't that cool? He nods enthusiastically. Attack one of the transporting occult knowledge. Attack one of the transporting regions. Take a large-scale fleet of the death cult vessels preparing to engage their subspace drivers. In the midst of this activity, you notice several stragglers still lying in their jump trajectories. One is transporting occult knowledge, while the other is loaded with supply cache of infernal regions. I want that knowledge. Knowledge. So first, firebomb. Then, Mind Blast. Then, we take these two guys, load them in the vehicle, load them up, launch the assault, right in the center. Start purification process. We'll just blow up the ship. Mind bolt. Wow, another mind bolt. I can sell that shit. For crack money. And hookers and blow. I want to trade. Sea-Jacks? No. What is this? Macro Devastator. Does not affect shields. What? Random blaster. Number of shots. Charge time. Project speed, crew damage per shot. Macro lance. Nope. Not using the fucking macro lance again. That shit burned me last time. Radium blaster. I mean, that would be nice, but... Eh... Give me the axe. Give me the radium blaster. There we go. Our witch is now way better at boarding shit. Totally how you're not supposed to play them. I'm breaking the rules, baby. And they can't stop me. First we Mind Blast. Then we Fireball. Then we launch. Into the command room, baby! Nice. Everyone back to their posts. We need more energy. Think. Go to a techno-cult sector. You're in the techno-cult-controlled sector. The priest of the machine cult is defined by the pursuit of knowledge and rationality above all else. Though some may say they're kind of taking these ideas too far. They play God. What are you? Techno-cult scouts? Subspace rift suddenly opens. Up off your bow. Technicult vehicle tumbles out of the rift, spewing flux vapors from gashes, and the hull fires upon you in a frenzy. Okay. Rude. And then we're just gonna fireball. And then I'm just gonna load my boys in. My boys are gonna go in there. And you're gonna get raided. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Nothing. The gate teleports caster to nearby allied crew. Med drone. We're gonna do med drones. Who doesn't have a equipment piece? No one. Nice. You're so oversaturated. We are saturated with so much girth. Are you managing the ship? Yes, I am managing the ship. I'm managing it pretty well. You discover a large, deep space construction. project. Several Technicult vessels are arrayed around it, actively engaging in the ongoing work. Despite the machine's priests' reputation for being reclusive, they occasionally require assistance. Hey, can I help? One of the vessels peels off and attacks you. Evidently, the Technicults wish to keep whatever they are building away from the prying eyes. Well, that's not a good way to make friends. Now I'm going to have to kill all of you. Send in the witch. Can you eviscerate civilizations? Not to my knowledge. I mean, you can allow fucking like 8 million people to be fucking destroyed in an instant because you hated a fucking death cult. This game is more space battle-y than anything, which is fine. It's not like a down on anything. All right, finish off these bastards. Stop them from making more husks. It's really annoying. Very, very annoying. Oh. This is what this guy was trained for. Fixing broken ship. And everyone was happy. And then we're gonna use that real quick because he is gonna die otherwise, and I also want to heal my witch. So you get over here, and you use the funny thing. There we go. Everyone's healed up. Alright, what am I want to do next? Where am I going? I'm going to this. There's a merchant. Crew contracts. Psychomancy consumables. Missile bay, missile template systems, consumables. There's a merchant weapon way down there. I guess we can go here. I would like to trade, yes. Hold on, I need to fucking fix. There we go. What do you got? Missile bay, siege bombard. Bombard enemy ships with artillery, consumes 3 units of munitions per turn. Husk rack constructs biomechanical husks. Give me that. Give me that now. Now I have infinite husks. Now I can just send them to their death without having to worry about it. And we got some munitions from that. Not enough to upgrade our reactors, though. Disappointing. Asteroid field. Nope. Avoiding that. You confront a raider warship. Their cargo holds appears to be full. Okay. Good. Because I want them dead. I want them dead.
Look at them running away. They think they can get away. Bring me that ass.
Break their ship. Fireball. Fucking send the purification thing and then damage their ship shields. Oh, they turned off that. That's annoying. It's time to build husks to fucking board the ship. Where are our shields? Why are they all powered down? Bruh. Now they're getting on my nerves. Fly into the sun. Not a terrible idea. I don't think that's the results I need. Your ship will make it, I swear. Guys, it'll work, I swear. Can you be boarded? Yeah. They're just choosing not to board me for some reason. So I just keep boarding them, and it just really fucks them over. Module mirrored fire control. The first time your ship fires a non-beam weapon, the weapon shot counts as double. That is fucking nasty. The witch must kill them all. And I left my witch on the ship and she fucking blew up in the ship. Son of a bitch! That was my own fuck up. I got too excited. I didn't realize I was still bombing the fuck out of them. I think that's enough for today. Mainly because I gotta go fuck around with some emulator shit. But I will be back tomorrow. If I can get the emulator running, there will be Peace Walker. That is what you guys will get. Until then, though, again, if you got a few bucks, donate to the GoFund that I've linked in the description and in the pinned comment to help out funeral arrangements. And until then, I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.